Hello and welcome to a very special edition. Like I said, I don't joke with such editions because when you begin to speak to people who are well versed in the arts, a legend, true legend of our time in this generation, all you have to do is to catch me live right here on Fiifi Banson TV and just subscribe, press the button on the right side and just subscribe to the channel because here we bring you very interesting conversations. Some I term the sensible conversations. I'm talking to somebody who was born on December 1, 1973. I'm sure you can guess. He's played many roles, including an assemblyman in Aidiki back in the day. We're all laughing, but he had a serious political career. He's an assemblyman before. He was a coach. He's a man of many parts. He's into drama. He's into content creation. This is him. Mikki Osei Berko is my guest. Good to have you, bro. Good to have you. Good to see you.
Yeah.
Good to see you. Yeah. I like what you're wearing.
Thank you.
You're yellow. You've been yellow for a very long time.
I love the color yellow.
Yeah.
Yellow is the brightest color. Actually, the sun is yellow in color.
What does it bring you?
A lot of flavor. A lot of, and of course, I'm a brand ambassador of the Yellow Academy. Yellow. And
Yellow.
So it brings me some money as well.
You like yellow girls too?
Of course, a lot of girls want to be yellow. So. A lot of girls want to be yellow.
Yeah. So you fall into that category?
Well, I admire them actually.
Oh, admiration?
Yes.
So any other color is not.
Not considered at the moment.
Well, Mikki and I date back to way back, many years ago, over 25 years of friendship and of brotherhood, I should say. And it's good to have you in your home today. And but before we touch on where and how far you have come, I can see a lot of breast cancer awareness banners in your home.
Yeah.
Any experiences?
Yeah. It's a personal experience that I had when my mom fell into breast cancer. Actually, we didn't notice it earlier on, but when it got to the very third stage, which is the most dangerous, that's when the children discovered my mom had such an issue. Initially, she had thought it was a boil and all of that coming out from the breast. So she was treating it her own traditional ways until it got worse, and then we went to check, and then we got to realize that she got into the last stage of breast cancer.
Sorry to hear that.
The breast had to be taken off.
Wow.
That was the only remedy. And so we went on after chemotherapy and all of that, radiotherapy. She has to go through all of that even before you consider the surgery. And chemotherapy takes off all hair from all regions. And when you see your mother that you love so much going through a state like that, it becomes worrisome. So my mother went through that. She had a mastectomy, that's the removal of the left breast. And she lived the rest of her life without her left breast.
How traumatic this would probably be.
Very. Every day realizing that my mom has lost a breast. So it's not just the physical pain that you go through, the emotional pain with the person, the victim, and the emotional pain with the close family is very traumatic.
Yeah.
It's very, very traumatic.
Are you the only boy?
Yes, I'm my mom's only son.
Wow. How many are you?
A lot of us, father side, mom has fever.
Tell us about growing up. You grew up in Newtown, and in the real suburbs.
Yes.
Tell us about when you were growing up. If you remember from maybe age 3, 4, 5.
I remember from age 4 when my kid sister was born.
Okay.
And I thought I needed my mom to give birth to a boy. So when they brought her home and they were like, "This is a girl," I was so mad at them and asked my mom to take her back to Kingsway.
You thought it was some chubby or something.
You take her back to Kingsway and bring your boy instead. I remember that. I also remember when they used to put my slates, the shelf bottom, and then pass me through a small gate to go to the nursery.
Right.
I remember my nursery school, Mami Okansi, at Rako Down, Accra, Newtown. Now it's Rainbow Nursery.
Right.
I used to be Wami Okansi at that time. So those were 4 years, 5 years. Then I went to Pehe Roman Catholic, just behind Caprice Hotel, as I was there for class 1 and 2. And then they took me to proper side to ENT4, Accra Newtown 4 Primary.
Wow.
Yeah, so I got to class 5. But that was where things actually changed because Pehe Roman was like a missionary school, more cared for, but the ENT4, ENT11, you know, even quite we had more one about.
Yeah.
And that time they blue and green at the time. Understand? It was the Zongo kind of thing.
The guys will say, "Pour me." Yeah.
Pour me.
Yeah.
So class 5 was where I met a destiny helper.
Wow.
My teacher, Mr. Hassan, he's still alive. He lives around. I promised him a visit quite recently. He puts the children together to do a drama play, a play called The King's Ring. And it's a funny drama. A king marries, I think, 2 wives, wanted to give them a ring, and someone stole the ring. And he promises half of his kingdom to anybody who finds the ring. So one guy found it, and then when he was about to go see the king, the chief security said, "You two, whatever you get inside, me and you will share before I'll allow you in." So the man agrees that whatever the chief will give him, between the will share. So when he got there, presented the rings, the king said, "Look, I'm going to give you half of my kingdom." The man says, "No, I want 200 lashes at my bare back."
So he's going to share with the guy. The guy must also have 100 of it.
That was the play. And we presented it at inter-schools drama competition.
Right.
I remember I won the best drama for the year.
Wow.
You know, making me, I was playing the king.
Okay.
Yeah, so I became the best actor of the season. So, you know.
Interesting.
Yeah, the school mates were like, "Charlie, hey, over one day."
Yeah.
The school name can't profit me. Over one day, Charlie, hey, we like it. You're like the people in the television.
Yeah.
But them times also Sofo Dadzi.
Yeah.
And Obra and TV theater.
Exactly.
You understand? So when I heard my friends like saying these, I became more interested in watching these plays on
What
TV.
did your mother say about that?
She liked it because she thought that I was doing something that I was enjoying. And then again, you know, it was bringing some small fame around because people were like, "Hey, your son."
Yeah.
At that time, you see, who do like fans?
Yeah, she was enjoying it.
Yeah.
Definitely the pride of every mother is to see the child blossom.
Yeah.
You know, and move to the top.
Yeah.
You know, so for you to have at that age, you know, brought such glory to your mother, she might have been really proud of you.
Yeah.
Did your sisters notice where you were heading, or did your mother notice where you were heading with that ability in drama?
They actually didn't know. They thought that it was a spur of the moment. But the outsiders, the friends, started noticing. Because I could watch some characters on the Sofo Dadzi and I can't replaying them. You know, I could listen to a good Lumba song and I could come and sing it to the girls.
To the girls?
Yeah, mostly my fan base were girls.
Why?
Because they like love music more than men. Men are not romantic.
Men are a bit rigid, right?
Yeah.
So what kind of songs were you singing to the girls? I'm trying to
I was singing Lumba songs. I was singing, a lot of Lumba songs. Uhia Sem, Sika Sem, I sing those songs. And then Kodrenchi. You know, I remember Kodrenchi's album, Groovy.
Yeah.
There were a lot of tracks on it that I was singing. You know, you know,
was this your way of telling particular girls? I mean, it was like you were short of.
Yeah, it was.
Was you using the lyrics to con the girls, or?
Okay, I'll admit that in some sense. Not fully, about 20% of that.
Okay.
You know, so.
Because I remember, you know, in my time in primary school, there was a particular girl that I liked, and I couldn't tell her that I liked her. So I wrote a song, one of Lionel Richie's songs. Hello.
Hello.
You know, at that time, actually, Diana Ross and Lionel had recorded.
Wow.
So I wrote that song. And you know, when you get to, is it me you looking for?
Yeah.
Then I'll do a box and do yes, then do no.
Mark,
you should go and sing what? And I gave it to her through the window in her class. And her parents saw it. Saturday morning, they came to my house. The way my mother beat me, said. so as soon as I started talking about lyrics, you know, I realized that you may have been using the lyrics for that purpose.
Yeah, I think intelligent guys do so. Let's like admitted to it. We found a creativity. You know, that's creativity. I think right from the start, you know, you wouldn't do things normally as other people do. And I always say that level of creativity is only a gift from God.
Yeah. At what point did you realize that of all the talent that you have, radio could be an addition?
Because at this point was when I started with my friends on Voice of Lagos. We were doing a show on Saturdays called Weekend Entertainment on Saturdays. So we did the show. It was a comedy show. You know, we talk the nonsense around town, play some music. And then another man from GBC called Ediamu. He was a producer of GBC FM's Variety Entertainment on Saturdays. And GBC FM was the only FM station in the country at the time. And then Voice of Lagos started before the proliferation of
the stations.
So Ediamu called the station one day and asked to speak to me. And he said that I should meet him at GBC, certain days, certain hour. So I went there and he said that he has a show called Variety Entertainment, Saturday afternoons on GBC.
I remember very well that show.
And that he wanted me to be the host, like the anchor. Yes.
Wow.
So it was very difficult.
Because it wasn't easy getting into GBC.
No.
Yeah, it wasn't.
I had an invitation on the phone.
Yeah, it wasn't.
So I went there that day. He took me to the studio and said I'll go through like 2-3 weeks training before he gets me a recording. Because it was a recorded show, edited and played back.
I remember very well.
So, we recorded the first one after my 3 weeks training. It was good, and then people started loving the show and all of that. And I thought that, hey, I didn't really say I had this out. So I started looking for opportunity on radio, and then that's when Radio Good, Joy FM all came up, and then Charlie, I could be in my small room and I'll be listening to Fiifi Banson, Bami Sefakai, hey, Charlie voice, I'll be Fiifi Banson, Kokubu Afajima.
Exactly.
Damn! You know, and then Gabi Ajetes on Joy FM, you know, and this was so interesting. So, but initially I wanted to I loved Radio Gold right from the onset. So, but Charlie guys now only is scary. And we say, so, you know, how I'm a B station, no, Arakan Press, around Kutubami Police Station. And I call Atlantis Radio.
Oh,
Big J.
Yeah, Big J. Oh, may he rest in peace.
Yeah, he rest. You know, the construction no studio no door no. Too free and So I went there a couple of times. He was test transmitting, even though the place was not ready, like in construction. So I went there, and then a couple of times so that I could meet him. I told him I wanted to have something to do. This is what I've been doing. And said, then you need to have training. I never GBC now wanting my voice Saturday in the crowd. I said, we have training from GBC because that's where he wants his guys to come from.
Yeah.
So we we worked things out. He couldn't get somebody to train. People were applying because that was his arrangement, wanting to find training for people who are applying. So he asked me if I could put people together and get some training. So my going to GBC aided me to meet Sam Yeboah.
Okay. The Europeans?
Yes. Restaurant.
Mr. Sam Yeboah.
So Mr. Sam Yeboah organized some 8 weeks training for 12 of us who wanted to work on Atlantis Radio.
Wow.
And then like we paid some allowance stores. So after the training, we thought that you reach in the Atlantis straight. After the training, Atlantis picked 2 of us, and the rest, the officer didn't train required.
Charlie.
You know, so 1998, I started looking for opportunity on Radio Go. Because this time I felt that after the training, I would come and understudy from the big boys that Charlie, one day you could try to film more, and I buy and I to moon and who said Charlie, Fiifi Banson. Hey, they were working on the like some angels or hey, Charlie, this guy said that they talk for the radio. Hey. You know, I did back cool and it was one day me too, I'll get there somewhere. You know, so one day I got to Radio Gold for application. I think 1997 I applied, I wasn't considered. Then 1998, I saw my name in the shortlist on there. So I came by and I met Mr. Buffbonny. I think he was just arriving, and then I was at the gate. So when I was going to the reception, we got together at a point in the doorway, and he asked me what I was looking for. I said, I want an opportunity to work here as a radio presenter. And he said, what can you do? I said, oh, I think that with a little training, I can also do something. I said, okay. Radio presenters in Ghana now. When I meet my presenting, so you know how Buffbonny is.
Yeah, straight away.
Straight away. And then I thought for a second, and I said, Udifo. The next day he called me and asked me to come back.
Wow.
Yeah. And that was when I got into Radio Go.
Wow.
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah. And actually, what really made the difference was you guys. I say it everywhere. I think that I was thinking about it several days ago, and like those people who really impacted in my radio broadcasting were yourself, Kwame Sefakayi. You know, everybody brought something to it. Fiifi will ask me, Mikki, I don't know who's the way you say I know who this are. I'm saying, I'm saying, I'm who this are. Because you say, Fiifi, I don't know who this are. You know,
no, but Radio Good was such a big team.
Yeah.
You know, a team of, we were just not, you know, like working as colleagues, but we became more like family.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, Babo put us all together very well. You know, like family. He rest in peace. You know, and we all thought that Babo was, you know, he'll fight with you.
Yeah.
You know, but he will get you to do what has to be done. Yeah. You know, at that point. What were some of your fond memories of Radio Go?
Well, I think every day.
Was it a time when your first show was after midnight?
Yes.
When they put you at graveyard?
Exactly, because the first show I had was midnight. After midnight, I played till 4
a.m.
Yeah.
And then Setopoku Parade comes.
Yes.
Yeah.
There was.
Seth comes to do Sunrise, right?
Sunrise, yes.
Yeah. And Sunrise is a gospel program.
It's a gospel program.
And he has a bottle of Guinness by his bed. His side when he's doing the gospel program.
There were times that myself, I got on not with the bottle, but filled with it. Were played on other stations for the sleepy.
Well. Yeah, great beef sauce.
And then the Maria fries and
Exactly. So those were good times.
Yeah, those were good times. So actually, the idea you dropped in consolidated the fact that I thought, no, then this, if the senior boys are sanctioning this, so I started playing that kind.
Mm-hmm.
And eventually, I was asked to play after the drive,
Yeah.
you know, and then gradually they were slipping me into the drive.
But it was because of your creativity.
Yeah.
Because then that's why I started introducing all those technologies,
Yeah.
you know, where high tension,
Yeah.
your front, your class 7,
Yeah.
all those things that I started
Yeah.
introducing brought some, you know.
Yeah.
Let's shift away from radio a little
Yeah.
bit. How did you get to become Master Richard?
Yes, I took the acting career seriously. After teachers training college, I also started some private classes for the guys from GSS and SSS. So I had some of my friends who were having their national service teach.
You were teaching?
Yes, I was trained as a teacher.
Teacher Mike?
Yes. So when school's on holiday, I organize vacation classes for GSS students and all of that. Then I get my friends who are also having their national service and all of that to join and teach. And so we just kind of feel collaborative. Then I realized that after the PON classes by 2 hours, teachers will say, you know, because we're of the same age group and from different schools. I realized that we could spend about 2 hours either in front of the school or by the roadside having a chat. So God revealed to me that why don't we form a theater group to do what people are doing on TV? So I went to Lagos and picked up a script. I remember very well, Every Man was the title of the script, and got some of these guys, including Collins, Aponchi.
Yeah.
That's how I got him into acting.
Right.
Because he was a teacher of the school. Actually, he was the Beza with this camera. So I got them together. We started rehearsing at Mexico Hotel. So we go there, pick up a script, rehearse, and all of that. So when I got the opportunity on GTV, I pushed all of the group to rehearse at GTV, so that gives us opportunity to be on TV theater, which we eventually did.
Yeah.
You understand? So that was when that was also getting some,
mileage and all
of that. And then eventually, Emmanuel appeared. I started doing some stage plays. So we recorded one stage play called The Fox by Cosmos Abichu. I play an Efu in it. Efu Gao. So we had recorded a piece of it. Emmanuel Apia came to a studio where I used to work, and he saw the video. And he was like, "Hi, this guy, which Igbe man be that?" And the guy said, "No, it's not Igbe man, that's him sitting there." Because I had makeup on the show, beard and the top and all of that. And he said, "Are you sure it's this guy?" I said, "Yes, that's him." And so he calls me and said, "Can you do what you have seen on the TV?" And I said, "Yes." So when I did that, it was blown away. Because I didn't look like the character.
Yeah.
So he said, "Don't worry, listen, I have a show coming. I'm going to rewrite the first episode and put you inside." And that was Taxi Driver.
Wow.
And if you look at the difference in characters, the Igbe man and the Ashanti character, they were two diverse, characters.
Yeah.
But he believed that once I was able to play that role, I could do this. So he played me in the first episode as Master Richard, supposed to be the owner of the taxi. And then I think that it blew their mind.
Yeah.
And then they wrote me into subsequent episodes.
I'm sure you enjoyed the fame that came with
it was the way it was coming was refreshing. I mean, Taxi Driver was coming through, Radio Gold was coming through. I'm now playing After the Drive and all of that. So, Charlie.
Which one made you more popular, Master Richard or Radio Gold?
I'll say both together, because for now that's what I realized. Both together, transported me into different years, different vision, and all of that. So,
people still call you Master Richard?
Yes.
Because when we're coming here, I asked where's Master Richard's home, they just showed me.
Yeah. People still call me.
And how did you metamorphose into that abode?
Yeah, it was when Taxi Driver went off air.
Okay.
When it went off air, I felt that people still loved the character. I couldn't get everybody to shoot a similar content as Master Richard or Taxi Driver. But I thought that I could take advantage of the character that I built from that series and probably tweak it a little and still maintain it in the system.
Yeah.
So that was what gave birth to Dada Boat. And Master Richard was the one who had been there, seen it all, got in his taxi.
Interesting. So you've played many characters.
Yeah.
I mean, the Radio Gold bit is there.
Yeah.
You've played Master Richard.
Yeah.
You've played Dada Boat.
Yeah.
And all of that. Who was Kokonsan?
Yes. Kokonsan is that man that came out of my creation. Who he is, I personally do not want to disclose, but I always say that it was God's gift to create such a character, because what really gave birth to it was something that I saw, and I thought that we could work through a character like that. So Kokonsan is a character.
So Kokonsan is AI. Interesting.
Yeah.
Interesting. Because Kokonsan also had its own complete dimension.
Yeah.
I mean, differently, completely.
Yeah.
You know, so of all these years on radio and on TV and all of that, how did you now get into this brand ambassadorial position?
Okay. If a brand will pick you as an ambassador, they are first looking at how the people feel about you, what they think about you,
And how you conduct yourself.
how you conduct yourself. So I always say that people who admire what I do are the ones who put bread on my table. But for them, MTN might not find me valuable enough to be an ambassador. Capfarm might not find me valuable enough to be an ambassador. There are a couple of brands that I work for.
What's been your most embarrassing moment?
I have so many of them.
You've been embarrassed many times.
Several times.
What's been your most embarrassing moment?
So many of them that.
Or maybe a couple of them.
Yes, I cannot put a finger on one, but no, I don't want to recount.
No, let's go back a bit.
I don't want to recount.
Let's give us one.
Because I skip over them so easily. I don't. There are times that.
Or what embarrasses you?
What embarrasses me is my inability to be smart on an occasion. Like, I go back and I'm like this interview, I shouldn't have said that. Why didn't I think that way? You understand?
If you would have thought that way, you would have thought already. Okay.
So that embarrasses me.
Okay.
That I self-assess, and if I wasn't prudent or intelligent in some circumstances, it can not look a smile. Somebody there, me pen some cry. I was standing there. Only me personally, but she was talking like, she was a character just in front of me.
Yeah.
So people thought I was surprised whether they didn't say me and make me smile. So right from then, I was like 11 years old. I knew people could have perception that could be wrong.
Yeah.
And there are people who have come close to me and wanted to treat me like Master Richard. They will relate to Master Richard, not knowing that I'm a different character.
Yeah.
Our family members, some of them think that we're a Master Richard. You understand? So some of those times also embarrasses me, because then I start feeling that there are people.
They want you to behave the same way you behave in TV.
One very embarrassing situation was we were in the UK. We had gone to a place to eat, and then the guy said, "Oh, a before." And he got to me and said, "Beautiful." And the guy, Master Richard, what who girls or Antina, open chair one and saying,
"Yeah,
it's beautiful." Master Richard just I know starting like teasing me and stuff like that, but beautiful. You understand? Now you go on TV so that we are in a moment funny or the training and no. So it was very embarrassing because he was trying to tell the people that I was pretending.
Yeah.
You know, but that was me before. I get to my point. So these are some of the embarrassing moments you go through as a performer.
Of the characters that you wear, who are you?
This is a question from it's a dynamite. It's a dynamite question. Yeah. Yes. I have certain beliefs, and I think that I define myself by those beliefs and what I consider as success. Because what I consider as success will be the ability to do something that will be appreciated by many several years after I am gone. This is probably the first time I've said this on any platform, but that is my personal belief. That I'll be able to build intelligence, resources, and capacity enough to dedicate something from either my creativity or my works that will live longer than my life on earth. So these are the things that define my thinking.
In 10 years, you're going on retirement, technically.
Yes.
I mean, 10 years, you'll be 60. You think all the 50 years of your life has been fulfilled?
No.
You think you can catch up in 10 years of something you couldn't do in 49 years?
Yeah, I think so. I think that I am operating currently at 49% of my ability or capacity. It means I've not even hit 50% of what I can be able to achieve if I work hard. And I think that if God gives you the strength and age, it doesn't matter the time. It could be done. Because it will take just a change of the season to make things change as well. So it could be a year or 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 or even the full 10 or probably after the 10. Once that dream is accomplished, it will be fulfilled. But for now, like I think that I'm operating 50% below the capacity I should be able to.
Who are you competing with?
Myself. Yes. I compete with myself. And so those that are doing the same things that I'm supposed to be doing, I learn from. It's true because an example is, I think 2004 or 2005, I was selected as one of the best radio presenters in Accra, alongside your good self, Kwame Sefaka and Komla Dumont, and I've forgotten the last person. I think Gabi Adjete. And that wasn't a dream come true. It gave me a different understanding to life, that you can learn from the best and get amongst the best. And that was what that showed me. Because I never thought that one day in my life they will mention 5 best radio presenters in Accra, including Kwame Sefaka, Fiifi Banson, Komla Dumont, Gabi Adjete, and Mikki Osei Berko. These were the guys who trained me. You understand? So these are driving forces, kind of. And if I had come thinking of competing with them, I couldn't have had the opportunity of the training that I got from them to even to walk amongst them. So it means that it was myself that I need to compete with to be able to be better than who I was yesterday by learning from the best.
Tell me about family. I mean, you married?
What's your dynamite question? I have a very complex family situations that,
Make it simple.
yeah, I have kids,
How many of them?
a lot of them. Now I'm counting almost 12. Some of them biological, some of them not. I feel to number because I don't want the not biological ones to think that we the okase or ma see na biological ones.
Okay, I get that.
So I want them all to believe that
You're their father.
I'm their father. You understand? So I want to hold on to that. But you know, wife situation, rebranding now they are
no, explain that. What do you mean by rebranding? Rebranding again.
Oh, you could have.
How many times have you been married?
Once.
Once.
Yes.
Are you still married?
I can't confirm. Top official
refuses to comment. I mean, you are pleading the Fifth Amendment. When you get to that bridge, we shall cross it. A very political answer.
Yeah.
Okay, let me ask you. Let me rephrase the question.
No, I wish you would ask me.
Will you marry again?
Yes. I think it's very, very important for one to be close to. Loneliness is one of the worst things that
Absolutely.
A man could experience. But then again, you could also marry and be in a relationship and still be lonely.
Yeah.
Yeah. One of the things I would love to share with your team viewers is the fact that if you want to get into this kind of business of being a known personality, a celebrity, and all of that, one of the most difficult things that comes along is building a relationship. It's a factor you need to look at if you want to tread that kind of.
How it brings me to a subject to be another subject we discuss later on, but how easy is it to combine this celebrity status, right, and relationships?
It's there's nothing like easy in it. It's a very difficult situation.
What makes it difficult?
What makes it difficult is you have a lot of people who misconceive who you are right from the start of the relationship. They think you're a different person from who probably you personally are. So it makes it difficult for them to relate to you by who you are. You know, by the understanding, they don't get even the patience to understand who you are. They perceive who you are. And you also want to be treated by who you are, not what you are perceived to be. So
you don't want people's opinion of you to be your reality.
Exactly. So it becomes a very difficult situation. And then again,
are you hounded by women?
Where hounded here means
chicks fall all over you. I mean, sometimes we know some of the girls love celebrity people and all that. Do you get into situations where a lot of girls fall for you?
That's how I am made to feel. But I don't know why I don't feel like that. People think, and I mentioned even Kokubo, people come into my life and they think that should be the situation. Like, I'm hounded by women, but I don't feel like that.
Do you enjoy women company? Do you enjoy all these things that comes with it?
Yes, that's what I'm saying. I do, but I don't find the company to enjoy.
Okay.
You understand?
You know, some of the most lonely people are celebrities.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
So when people are thinking that, sometimes I sit by myself and I try to imagine what some people will be imagining about me. They'll be thinking that, oh, he's having all the fun, he's enjoying himself. By this time, there are some chicks around him. So maybe I'm not you understand? So it makes it difficult for even people to relate to you. like it makes them difficult to understand that this guy probably could be lonely. They already have a different perception.
That they said for one cook on going in and out.
That's the perception.
Yeah.
But I don't play probably in that gallery, so I don't get the opportunity to find women at my beck and call. You understand? And I say, if you have mentioned that say they are falling for you.
Yeah.
Maybe I don't have that insight, but I don't feel like that. Though that's how, and probably it's also because of the characters that I play.
Yeah.
Master Richard looks like, you know,
He jumps from here. Yeah.
But
have you been a player at a point before?
I think that
not football player.
No.
Because I know you.
I was going to say that. I played for Olympics.
I know you. Have you been a player?
I played for Olympics. I never played for Arsenal. And I retired.
Yeah, you retired.
Yeah. Well, I cannot consider myself to have been, because anytime that I've fallen in love with somebody, it was full commitment, you know, and I didn't want any kind of interruption.
Really?
Yeah. Because
no side chick. When you are in love with somebody, no other side chicks.
I think that
there's a Bible on your phone.
No, yeah, I know. I read it often. I think that there were times that I could say that when I didn't know what I was doing in my teenage times, where you have somebody, you have like 2-3 girlfriends, you know, and that level girlfriends was like just, you know, and then maybe early 20s. But when I started having kids, I realized that I need to be serious in a relationship and be able to take care of my children. And also the level of commitment that I would love to give in a relationship. I wouldn't want somebody that also has another boyfriend or boyfriend somewhere. So if I'm not able to pay full attention, it means that I'm losing grounds.
Yeah.
So all of these things informed the fact that I need to be stable in a relationship. So
when are you launching your mom's foundation?
I am looking at the end of the year.
Okay.
Around October, when we celebrate
breast cancer month. Yeah.
Because every October, my mom said that I'm surprised that they're only talking about breast cancer once a year in 1 month. If they knew what it's about, they would talk about it every year. So that's what I'm trying to do, that all year round, we'll find a way for people to hear breast cancer across media platforms, so that they make sure they test, you know, get aware of what breast cancer is, and then support available if there are for them. So from October, it will be all year round breast cancer awareness from Akuma Breast Care Foundation.
Great. Well, if you're watching us on the Fiifi Banson TV on YouTube, you can see right behind me Kente Radio. It's an online radio channel owned by his good self, Mikki Osei Berko. And tell us a bit about Kente before we go off. Because I know it's been an online channel for a while. Yeah, tell us about it before.
2005, I thought about online radio because I thought it was very difficult to have this terrestrial radio station. So when I saw Pipe Radio, one of the first online radio stations in Accra, I approached one of the guys there, a friend of mine who was working there, and asked her if I wanted to start an online radio, if that was possible. And he came back with a bill of $45,000. Saying that when he asked his boss how much it's going to cost to put up an online radio, he said $45,000. That's $100 crowd minimum. You know. So now I go to the UK and I spent 3 months to find out what I needed technically to be able to start an online radio. So I studied my way through. Even then, YouTube was not so popular, but there were literature online that you could read, found out softwares that I could use in reading the part. So Myself and my cousin, we live in a flat. Went to get some computers. I got the softwares, downloaded them, and started putting some content in 2006 on Kinte Radio. Then I had a guy to design a website because that was the only way you could do that.
Yeah.
The guy, it took him 3 months to design one page of the website, but at least he had a player that could play. So we're just cool with it. But we couldn't update the website, couldn't do anything. So another year down the line, I'll go on wix.com, found a template of a website and try to design it myself and put my player there. And the vision was I'm a Pan-Africanist, so I believe that the only salvation for black people is African unity.
Yeah.
So, I thought that I could play something for black people. So I started playing music from black people. I believe that those of them out there, those of us in Africa, we're the same people. We need to synergize and put our everything together. So Kinte Radio was to play music from, black people, no matter the color range. Because some of them are located in Asia, some of them are located in the West and all of that. That was even what generated the Kinte, different ideas weaved together as one people. So I started playing on there from 2006 to 2012, when I decided to come back to Ghana. So when I was leaving, there wasn't anybody to put fire in the oven, so I just needed to bring some of the stuff I had back home. When I got back home, I realized that it was difficult having good internet provision. It was difficult in terms of money, in terms of the capacity and all of that. So it took me another 3 years to start looking for some ISPs that I could use. So 2016, I restarted it. But then I'd done a show, Club Live, with Accra Group.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yes, on TV. So now it brought my attention back to high life music, the transformations in the music, the genre, and then the kind of respect we pay to high life music.
Yeah.
Because I believe that Ghana is one lucky nation that has its own style of music, and it's moving around Africa. And now that is what we call Afrobeat.
Yeah.
It's high life music. I don't mind if they call it Afrobeat now, but there should be a recognition that it has come from high life music. And I believe for our culture's sake, we should pay attention to our own music. High life music is a combination of the Aduwa, the Agbaja, and all of that.
The Kitty,
everything, Western instruments. Even our style of singing makes the song so. So why are we letting it go without paying any attention to high life music? So that motivated me to change the whole situation and make it a high life promotion radio station. So it plays 24 hours high life music made in Ghana, with others that bear resemblance of high life music made from other nations. So it's a high life music station.
Wow.
Kinte Radio.
So you can just check it out, Kinte Radio. It's online. You just see it right behind me, www.kinteradio.net. You can just find it there, and definitely you can hook onto it and then listen to great high life music every time. And it's owned by Mikki Osei Berko. Mikki, thank you so much for this interesting chat we've had. I mean, the days of Teachers Classroom and all of that. We couldn't have touched on everything, but thanks so much, you know, when you did Mafia on Teachers Classroom and all of that, you know. But it's been awesome. Okuntie. You know, it's been awesome. And I personally want to wish you well, especially with the breast cancer thing. We would definitely be there to support. You know, I've been checking my my wife's own to make sure that you know. Yeah, I test it every time. I need to test it and make sure that you know it's happening. And
it should be the responsibility of every man, especially the married ones, to check every morning.
We're waiting for the wedding bells to fall.
When they bring the bell.
We're going to bring the bell. Charlie, thanks so much for having us in your beautiful home. And we're hoping that we'll do some more things together and see how it goes. Charlie, thank you so much.
And also thank you for all the training and the big brother attention you pay to me.
Yeah,
right from the start.
you must pay for that in
Yeah, I
kind.
think
Guys, thank you so much. Just keep on subscribing to Fiifi Banson TV right here on YouTube, and I'm sure you will keep on enjoying more of such conversations. So my crew, thank you so much for being a part of this. We're back again.